Hey everybody, it's Bill Peterson here. I've got some door work to work on this weekend. We got a really beautiful weekend. It's going to be 70 degrees out, first weekend in May here in Bismarck. And gonna start putting some of this door work back together. I've got this hood taken apart. I'm going to start getting the paint off that. I've got some miscellaneous things to do in the cab, particularly in that patch that I welded back in there. I'm going to work on that a little bit. And then the internet tells me that my tailgate hinges are in the mail. So if I get those in the mail today, I'll get those on there and we'll get those worked out. But yeah, kind of an ordinary plain day, no big projects, but lots of little ones that need to be done. And that's what we're gonna do. Hey everybody, Saturday afternoon. I've been working on the hood all day. I've got the two big pieces with the finish off them. I sanded them down inside and out, got those etched. I didn't show a lot of that because that was just boring me running a grinder. Who wants to see that? These side pieces for the hood, I did get done there etching right now. I did a little chemical strip with those because there was quite a lot of paint on them. Paint was in really good shape. So I was able to get into some of the hinges. I just washed those off with the power washer not too long ago. This truck had 3 different colors on it. So the original was that Pimpernel Scarlet that it came with black fenders, right? So the body was red with black fenders. And then somebody had painted it black at some point, all black. And then it's under the hood emblems, which were along the side here, I found a layer of green paint. So it was, and then under that was the scarlet. So it had been painted green, came from the factory red, painted green, then painted again black, I believe. I've got everything over here ready to start putting into the door mechanisms. I'm still waiting on that part for the tailgate. Mail hasn't come yet, but I got 2 really good door latches there that I was able to salvage out of that other truck. So they work, they're like brand new. That one's real nice. This one still has paint on it. So they're in pretty good shape. And those will work. And some other stuff out of the rust tank. Those were the original safety tailgate chain loops. I bought stainless ones to put on there though now. But those were those. I thought I'd maybe hang one from the mirror or something just to remind me how much work I've put into that. And then the hinges, or the latches for the hood, those came out really beautiful. So I'm excited I'll probably have those powder coated or something. Anyway, that's where we're at with this and what we've been doing. Not too exciting, but little stuff all got to get done. All right, well, those are in and they operate correctly. So I'm happy to see that little project done. I can wrap those up, put them on the shelf, and wait till I'm ready to use them on the door when I get those doors ready to go in. But they all came out good and I'm happy with them. Well, good morning. Look, it finally showed up today. I guess it came in yesterday's mail, but got these tailgate hinges that I'm gonna stick on there today. So that's today's project, and then a couple of little things left with the cab. Some in that back patch, there needs to be some filling in that goes in on a couple of pinholes in that thing yet that I just saw the other day when I put a light on behind it. So I'm gonna do that and work on this today. Okay, so I got the pieces for the tailgate, got them on, got the tailgate together. It works in latches. It is a little bit tight over here. There's a little bit of a misalignment there that I'm going to have to figure out at some point. I don't really know what that was going on, but after a couple of months of work on these bed sides and the tailgate, I've got it ready to get put back together at some point. And I'm pretty pleased with the way it came out. We'll get some paint on it someday and the fenders on it, and it'll be done. So this can all come apart now and go in storage for when it gets ready to be put back together and put on the truck, and get a bottom put in it, and get it back on the frame. So that'll be some point in the future.